Hello everyone, welcome back. In this video I'll be opening and assembling the LEGO Space Mtron Celestial Forager, which is a set from 1990. Mtron was, I believe Mtron came after LEGO Space, because they just changed up the brand and made it. I think Mtron's main thing was red space vehicles, and then they did Blacktron. They were meant to be the spies, and then did Space Police and stuff like that. So they did like various different incarnations of LEGO, just to keep the LEGO space theme going. So my favourite one was the original ones with the when they started doing red and white spacemen, and then they introduced yellow, the blue, the black, and it went on from there. So I never really got into Mtron, but there are some nice sets out there if you like your space Lego like I do. So we'll open up the box and see what we got. I did buy this from Brick Trades in St Albans, which is a second-hand Lego shop. They buy and sell Lego. They have sets in boxes like this. If they haven't got the box, they put it in a box like this and make the box look nice. Right, but you also can buy stuff in the original boxes. The prices vary, but that's the second-hand Lego market for you. So, but they are quite a nice little shop. It's a nice little shop. You can go in there, and they've usually got something for every pocket. So I'll put that in here. We have the instructions here, which are quite nice. 2 bags, some red and some black parts, which are the traditional Mtron colours. These are definitely the original instructions. The only thing about buying it second hand is you can't see the alternate builds they used to put on the back of the boxes, which used to be cool, which was always the coolest thing about buying Lego back in the day. Because when you bought a Lego set in the 80s and early 90s, they put like a couple of other alternate builds you could build with it as well, and which give you ideas for other builds. But that's not the be all end all to life. So sometimes I get very nostalgic. So we've got some red bricks here, a bag of black bricks. I'm going to see what body parts I can find in here. We have your standard Lego head, your clear visor. We do seem to have a nice figure in here. Here we have our Mtron astronaut. Does look quite good. You should have a radio in here, but the radio's going to be in this bag here with the black bricks. So, and hopefully the magnet will be in here as well. So that was another feature of Mtron. I'm not sure if that's what the M stood for, but there was also bits with magnets in. So basically, you could actually pick stuff up, and that was a nice little feature they introduced. I think that was in the late 80s, early 90s. I think it was a long time ago. So there we go. We'll put our Mtron astronaut there. So we start off with first of all, we start off with 2 black 8x2 base plates, so put those down here. These are really old school instructions, so you have to try and follow them carefully. And the colours are still off, so I think Lego have always had the problem on the colour front. So move the wheels out of the way. Should have a black 2x2 base plate, which goes on the back one. Goes on the back 8x2, and they have another black 8x2 base plate, which goes on the other one. So you have these two pieces here like that. Next you have two black 4x2 base plates with a male and female swivel joint on it, like so. These are good bricks. These are really good bricks. I remember these from, I think the first set I got was the Crater Explorer, I think it was, with the yellow spaceman, and that came with the grey ones, and they were real. And to this day, that is still one of my favourite sets. So that bit goes on there like so. Moving parts, so it's already hit one of my main criteria for good Lego. Now we have the front bit for the Mtron vehicle. So this is back in the day when they made pre-molded. They made a pre-molded brick for this. So you've essentially what they pre-molded a 4x2, put studs all the way around it, and then put then an angled brick on the top and a 2x2 base plate. So that's all been moulded together. It's a really nice bit of brick, that. So next we have another black 8x2 base plate, which goes on the top there, and two black 2x1 Lego bricks. They go on like so. Oh, and also we have a red 2x1 base plate as well. So it looks like that. Then we have a black 4x3 angled plate like so. And then we have that goes on there. Then we have two red 2x2 roofing pieces. And a red 2x1 flat brick. Then we have another two black 2x1 bricks which go on the back. Another black 2x4 which goes on the back. A black 2x4 which, so they go on like that. So this is what we got so far. Then you've got a black 4x2 which goes on top there, and a black 2x2 base plate which goes on there. Goes on there like that, so that flattens that out. Then you have a red 8x6 base plate, which is one of these, and 4 of these black Yeah, 4 of these black 2x1s with a right angled hook on them. These go onto the red base plate. I'll show you where in a minute. Let's go on like so. This bit goes on the back like so. Then you have a red two by 2 roofing piece and a red 2x2 base plate, which goes on the front bit there. Next, on the back bit, we have 2 red 2x2 corner roofing pieces. Nice use of these bricks, really. I do actually like to see the use of the more traditional Lego bricks in builds. There's a lot of like pre-moulded stuff that goes in nowadays. So. And then you have a Technic 2x1 brick, goes in the middle. Then you have a black 2x2 base plate, goes on the top there. And it should look like that. Next you flip it over and you should have 4 of these red 2x2 bricks with a Technic round connector stud on it. And you stick it on these bits here. Just put these on, then I'll show you. Like so. You flip that over again. You should have a black 1x1 with a female connector hook on it, and a yellow translucent long aerial. And that bit goes on there, like so. And then there's a black 2x1 with two holes on the top there, that goes on there. And a black 1x4 flat plate goes on the top. So that looks like that now. That's the front, that's the bottom, that's the back. Next we have a red 6x2 base plate, and we attach two 2x2 turntable pieces. I like these. I always like these bricks. I always try and find, when I used to build my own stuff, when I had the time to build my own stuff with it when I was younger, I always found a way to incorporate these bits in, because the movement really, I just love to make stuff move. And on this one here, we should have a 2x2 with a Technic connector hole on the bottom of it. Goes on the bottom here, like so. Then that bit there attaches on the middle bit there to link that to that. And then you have a black Technic 4-axle, which is one of these. It's called a 4-axle because it's 4 long. If you measure it against the amount of studs on there, not the best example, but I'll show you on the red. So you hold that against there, you can see it's 4 studs long. Then you have a Technic half stopper. That goes on the end of the axle, and then goes through that hole there and into that brick we just put in there. So that gives the vehicle a little bit of steering, but doesn't allow it to go too far, which is quite a nice little touch. I don't know how whether it stays in there. I don't know. I'm assuming it just doesn't come out. So I'm assuming that you probably put a brick on the end there at some point. So, and I was right on that. So. Next we make the base for the crane. So we have 2 black, 1 headlight pieces, which are these ones here. Put 2 of those together. A black 2x1 brick. And then a black pivoty piece like this. I think you can either put a round turntable piece in there, or in this case we're sticking in a Lego magnet. So what the Lego stuck a magnet in some plastic casing. Stick that on there like that. And then you have a red 2x1 flat piece, which goes on there like that. So that's the piece we just built. And that goes on the back here. That goes in there like that, which will stop that bolt from coming out when you're steering the vehicle. Next, you make the lifting arm. So that starts off as a black 4x2 piece, which is being specially moulded, as you can see. That starts off like that, and then you have another one. So that's got a female connector pivot piece on it. You've got another black 2x4 piece with a male connector pivot piece on it. Push that in there. You've got to be careful when you pull those in and out, because due to the wear and tear on the plastic. So next you have a black 2x2 base plate with a black Technic connector stud coming out the bottom. That goes on like so, on there. You flip that over like that. You've got an angled girder piece like so, that goes on the top there. Then you have a red 2x2 brick with a Technic connector stud coming out of it like that. Then you have another Technic axle type piece. So it's got a Technic connector hole in it on the back, and some little arms on there. You stick a magnet in there. You stick that arm in there. So that piece, that rotates, this bit moves. And then you do the same on this one here. And there's the lifting arm. This goes on the back here. As you see, the magnet holds it in place like that. It's really clever. You can do that with it, and then when you want to go back, it's there, it just stays in place like that. Next we have a black have a black 2x2 base plate which goes in the middle here. And a black upside down satellite dish, like so. I always wanted some more of these when I was a kid, but I couldn't. You couldn't get the sets. I couldn't afford the sets at the time, so. Check out, missed anything? Nope. And next we have what looks like the control pieces. So you have two of these drill type pieces, and then you put a black one square on the back of it. There's two different ones. There's ones with buttons on here and some sort of view screen there. I'm trying to show you that. So the view screen goes on this side, on the wrong end. Those bits go on there like so. Then you have a grey 2x2 round piece, round brick. Have two barricade pieces which go on the which or should go on which go on the right angled pieces we put on earlier. We make the box. We'll finish the vehicle first, so we've got to put some yellow like mini satellite dishes on the side here. I think they're there for safety more than anything else. You have like a little storage box. These have been used for all sorts of things over the years. I've still got one of the Lego. I think I should have one of the Lego post boxes somewhere. So there you make a little storage box there. You've got your translucent yellow treasure, whatever that may be. It's probably something radioactive. It's from space, so it doesn't come with a steering wheel, unfortunately, which is a little bit of a disappointment on that front, really. And speaking of disappointments, I should put the wheels on it first. So I'll put the wheels on it first before I start getting too excited, because this is one of those sets I probably looked at when I was young. I think this probably would have been, I would say, a £20 set back in the day. So you stick that on there. He has his standard space walkie-talkie. You would have thought over the years the community they would have got smaller, but it still works, I think, though, to be honest with you. I always like those Lego walkie-talkies. So you can drive around in his celestial Forager, and when he wants to pick up his little box, releases that, and as you see, the magnet goes from not doing anything to picks it up, pulls it back, and then it drives off again. It's quite a nice little buggy. It does steer as well. It does have the pivot and the steering on it, which is quite nice. Obviously, you don't be that heavy-handed as I was there, because some bits will fall off. So when you're doing that, as you can see, it steers well. Oh, you can use that bit for steering. I thought that bit was decoration, but obviously that bit there, you can pull it along and then steer it, turn it. It is quite nice. It's got lots of movement to it. It's quite a nice little build, really. It is quite basic, but it's still in its own way. It's not as complex as some of the other Lego space they brought out back in the day. But overall, I do quite like it, and it was a good buy, and it's all correct, all there. So can't really complain about that, really. So overall, I'm happy with it. The Mtron stuff, if this is the sort of thing they should really be re-releasing now. They should be doing some one or two re-releases, like they did a nice Blacktron ship, which I put on my YouTube channel. They should release some like Mtron stuff and stuff like that. It's a shame they can't release it as if they can't do like a little series of like classic in a homage of Lego space, and then have like different spacemen with it and stuff like that. That'd be quite nice. I think it'd probably sell one as well, because there's collectors like me, and there's people, and there's even the kids now would probably appreciate it now, because it's they do look good. They could like do them up. They could make them a bit more colourful and less colourful and more moulded bricks and less simplistic. But it wouldn't be the end of the world if they did that. So overall, I'm happy with this. It does quite nice. It does bring me happiness. Has to be said. It is quite a nice build. And I probably would have paid what I paid for it in the shops now, because I think that would have been the going rate, especially with the magnets are a good feature. You can drop it there, bring your crane arm back up. Can do if you haven't got big hands like I've got. Sorry, I'm just enjoying this too much. I do apologise. He'll pick up his load again, and then he'll be on his way in a minute. So there we go. There's your Mtron Celestial Forager. So hope you enjoyed this. Hope you enjoyed this video as much as I did. If you did, do feel free to like, share and subscribe. If you have any comments or feedback on this video, do feel free to add them at the end of the video, and I'll try to mention them on my upcoming videos. I'm on YouTube and Instagram. I am looking into other media as well at the moment, so and I'll give you an update on that when it happens. So stay safe, keep building, and hope to see you in my upcoming videos. Thank you for watching.